structure, natural. That's Mr. Blue and Miss Purple. So yeah, I figured I'd give them their sort of brunch, lunch. It's either a brunch or it's an early lunch. It's up to you on your definition. Figured I'd give it to them outside anyway. So it's just us. No big doggies today. Just us. So, yeah. So yeah. So it's getting closer and closer, isn't it, to the time they're going to go to their new homes. Which is a good thing and slightly sad because they're a sweet litter. But they are a lot of work because there is 13 of them. So I'm just getting a poop bag out. So I thought it makes sense to chat a little bit about what to do when you bring your puppy home. So, I mean, priority number one is obviously going to be house training the puppy. So they'll have a little bit of an introduction. Like a lot of them have come out now and pooped. But obviously there's 13 of them. And then my own dogs and sorting them out. I'm not going to be able to get a whole litter out every single time they need to toilet. Especially with this sort of setup, like they haven't been able to go out till now when it's 11 o'clock because the liveries have been here. I mean, I could have, I suppose, reset up that little pen by the house for them to go out, but I didn't. So anyway, they can't go out every time they need to toilet, but that will be your priority. So they will need to toilet when they wake up. They will need to toilet when they finished eating. They will need to toilet half an hour after they've finished eating. And then if they don't go half an hour after they've eaten, then you need to keep trying to put them out sort of 15-20 minute intervals until they do go to the toilet. And then if they play for a little while and get excited, they'll need to toilet. Basically, if in doubt, take them out. You know, try them with the toilet in and praise them when they do. Go out with them when they need to toilet. Don't just put them out and shut the door, because the likelihood is they will stand outside crying to come back in, crying because they're on their own. You can start training your puppy straight away. You know, basics: sit, come when called. You can do a little bit of clicker training with them, all sorts of stuff like that. I love crate training. It's important if you ever plan on doing any sort of dog sports or activities that your dog will go in a crate and settle. It's also a good place to leave your puppy where you know your puppy will be safe from the dangers of your house, which that may sound dramatic, but puppies don't understand not to chew electrical wires. They don't understand not to eat bits of Lego, bits of metal. You know, they'll eat things that they shouldn't eat. They'll chew things they shouldn't chew, that can cause them damage. So your puppy will be safe from your house, and your house will be safe from your puppy if you crate train them and leave them in the crate while you're not there or not able to supervise. It's also a good thing then that they're used to the crate. They'll sit and settle in the crate. Should they ever injure themselves and need crate rest, you haven't got a dog that's stressing and panicking of being shut in a crate as well as being injured. So it's really important. And you know, if you spay and neuter your pet eventually, your puppy eventually, it'll need to be rested then. So anyway, crate training is good. It's important. Being consistent is the other biggest thing. So for example, if you're going to bring your puppy upstairs to bed, on the bed or just in your bedroom, then carry on. If you want your puppy to sleep downstairs, then that's where they need to sleep from the start. And that's where they need to learn to settle from the start. If you're not going to let your puppy on the sofa, then don't let them be on your lap on the sofa. you sit on the floor to put them on your lap. So your rules are consistent from day one. If your rules are consistent from day one, your puppy will learn quicker and they'll be far more mindful, you know, they'll know the rules from the get-go. If you've got children, explain to your children when your puppy sleeps, you leave them alone, don't annoy them. If you don't want your puppy to chew your toys, you put your toys away. Find a way of putting the toys away out of puppy's reach. If your puppy has your own shoes, your slippers, toys, ornaments, books, anything, that is your fault for leaving it in reach. It's not the puppy's fault that you've left things in the puppy's way. They are not old enough to understand the difference between mine and yours. Get your puppy a variety of toys of different textures so that it can satisfy any need it has to chew. At some point when they're teething, they will want to chew. What you doing down there, Mr. Lime Green? What you doing? What you doing? Look at the mess. You made the big dog's days puppies because they're going to have to go and clean all that up for you. They are. So, yeah, don't leave things in reach if you don't want your puppy to get them. Teach your puppy their toys and their toys are fun. Play with them. If they're biting a lot, likelihood is they're tired and overstimulated. Put them to bed. Put them into their bed, put them to their crate, get them to settle down, give them a chew, give them a Kong, give them a lick mat, something that will encourage them, to settle down, to settle down. Get your puppy into the routine they're likely to be in on a work day straight away. So if you know that you're gonna do your morning routine, including, you know, taking your puppy out, feeding the puppy, maybe doing a little bit of training to tie them out, and then you know you're going to leave them with a chew in a safe space or a crate for a couple of hours until next round of taking them out, feeding them, whatever. Put them in that routine now. Take your puppy out in the car every day so they get used to car journeys. There is nothing worse than a dog that doesn't like travelling. You know, my dogs travel all over the country. They're easy peasy in the car, you don't know you got them. And it means we can go to fun places like the beach without having the stress or the worry that they're gonna throw up and stress and froth at the mouth, panicking at being in a car. It makes a big difference to your and the dog's life that they can just be in the car. As well as that, leave them alone every day for a short period. You can build that period up, but get them used to being alone. You know, not every breeder has the facilities to be able to put the puppy somewhere on its own to get them used to it right now. If you think, my day would be taken up just moving puppies in and out of certain rooms to leave them on their own for short periods, and if I couldn't leave them long enough to settle, I'd have to try and keep the big dogs away, and it would just be an absolute nightmare for me to try and fit that bit of training in. So they do have time away from the litter one at a time, but they are usually with me and the other dogs. That's kind of the only way I can figure out to do it, to be honest. But yeah, get them used to being left alone. And you build that time up. So that could look like you have a little bit of a play session, a little bit of a training session, and then you give them a lick mat in their crate while you go and have a bath. So the puppy's busy and barely noticed you've gone, but you have gone, you have left. If they looked around, nobody's there. I know other people that have had puppies from me that have left the YouTube channel on TV while they've done like the bath and bedtime routine with the kids. So that way the puppy has got like a familiar voice, they've got something to watch, something to do. And honest to God, right, the dog would sit there and sit on the sofa and watch my YouTube channel, watch his family and me while they did the bath and bedtime routine, and he was happy as Larry in that little routine. So yeah, you can figure out your routine, but the main thing is be consistent. Have a plan in mind. Have that future vision of what you want your perfect Dalmatian pet to look like when it's an adult. So you're going to want a dog that can travel. You're going to want a dog that comes when called. You're going to want a dog that listens. You're going to want a dog that maybe doesn't go on furniture, maybe doesn't go to bed. Whatever your thing is, you want them to be like that. So you've got to work on it from day one. And they're far more trainable than most people would have you believe. They love working, they love to please, they love to be with their humans. Whatever you're doing with them, they're happy because they're with you. Got more pooping outside now, that's good. Makes a massive difference to the amount of mess, the amount of cleaning I have to do if I can get them to come outside multiple times a day. Doesn't it, pups? So anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I might talk about this again. I might do another video about this again. I might listen to this back and think, oh crap, I've forgotten to say this, that and the other. But yeah, they're like little sponges at this age, so teach them as much as you can and you'll have the perfect Dalmatian pet. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here and I shall see you all soon. Bye.